But we think that it is necessary. The time, the constitutional moment is here with us. And that this document that is before the Kenyans is a document, the best effort, the best, we have come close to almost getting it right. But those who are conversant with the constitution-making processes anywhere in the world will know, and I've, I think, had occasion to say this before, that it's never easy to write a new constitution. And therefore we must determine that this time we need this constitution for posterity. In fact, this constitution, as we are releasing the pigeons, the little girl was there with us, with the president, myself and the prime minister. That constitution is perhaps even more relevant to her than the rest of us. And so I want to suggest then that we try as much as we can to conduct this referendum debate with a sense of decorum and tolerance. We should not be the type of people who preach drinking water, and we are heavy and actually drunk, literally drunk with wine. And so I wanted to make this point because it wasn't right, it wasn't civil. We need political hygiene, if you like. You don't want to pollute these rallies. And I therefore think that we, within the PNU coalition, we are consulting with a view to perhaps having the yes camps, yeah, going in different directions. I noticed, for instance, NAC Kenya, although they are saying yes, but you could see the party leader was not there. So we are consulting within PNU coalition, because ODM Kenya is a member, KANU is a member, and you heard the Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, make that point very clearly. That was speaking also as a leader, of the chairman of KANU. And so we think it is decent that way. It's to allow people to come to the hard realization that times have changed. And Kenyans are not going to tolerate the kind of behavior we saw today at Uhuru Park. And so that is what I wanted to say. And one would have expected a reprimand from the leadership of ODM to tell their people this is not right. But that reprimand was not forthcoming. And so I want to urge all my friends in this country, and there are many, to persevere in the yes campaign until we get a new constitution. Because as a result of what happened today, I've received a lot of calls from people who are saying, now we now know. Kumbe it was not Katiba. Kumbe it is a continuation, or people wanting to settle political scores. We cannot personalize. No one individual has the capacity to give this country a constitution. Constitution can only be achieved by the collective will of the Kenyan people. I said, for instance, as a member of the Law Society, I know the Law Society of Kenya is fully in support of this draft. And that is the way to go. Other groups, civic organizations, and others are in support. And so, but on the whole, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching that, because in a way it reminded me of Hadija Garden. Yeah, it did remind me of Hadija Gardens in Mombasa in 2007. People must learn to tolerate each other for the sake of this country and for the sake of democracy. And it disturbs me, I think, as a Kenyan, that rather than doing things peaceably, we want to go for each other's jugular. There's going to be time enough to settle this game once and for all. Fortunately, we have the time. Thank you.